It is Women's History Month, and all month long, women contributions in society and history are being highlighted. On the 8th March, there was an International Women's Day Award ceremony that honored 10 women and 2 organizations in Nevis. One of such women is in the person of our next guest. The theme for this year's International Women's Day was gender equality. Today, for a sustainable tomorrow. This recognizes the contribution of women and girls around the world who are leading the charge in climate change, adaptation, mitigation, and response to build a more sustainable future for all. Today, we warmly welcome Nkeisha Henry to Good Morning's SKN Youth Power to learn more about her involvement in the fight against climate change. Good morning, Nkeisha, and welcome.
Hi, welcome.
So, what was your first thought when you were informed that you had won the Nevis Island Administration International Women's Day Award for your work in climate change?
I was extremely excited and happy that I was being awarded in my work in climate change and the environment, especially being the youngest awardee.
Well, that's quite a feat, Nkeisha. I have to say, when we talk about climate change, we generally don't think, at least I don't think, that young people are as active, but to see that you were awarded for your work. We're going to get into what that work entails in just a little bit, but we understand that you were also selected as a Green Ambassador by the Department of Youth at its annual Youth Impact 12 award ceremony. So receiving awards is nothing new for you. What can you tell us about your involvement as a Green Ambassador?
So as Green Ambassadors, we work to help keeping the environment protected, definitely creating a lot of awareness via social media.
I want to know what got you into, or what piqued your interest in climate change?
So this all started at an early age of 3 when my grandmother, she had a backyard garden and I was really interested, used to help every morning. But at that time, I didn't know anything about climate change. And then as I got older, I got exposed to the term climate change. Then I found out that the main drive is from human activities. So I decided that I have to do more than just backyard gardening. I also understood that at that age, I understood that littering was not good. So it's been a part of me from a very young age.
Oh, that's good to hear.
So your work in climate change, I just want to get the full sense of what it means for you to be so young and so engaged in, rallying the public through awareness campaigns and whatever it is else that you do to ensure that we combat climate change. So can you walk us through a typical week or month when you are, advocating against climate change?
Okay, so for me, any little thing that I can think about to impact people, I do. Like, for example, when I go to supermarkets, I wouldn't use plastic. I would take reusable bags, encourage people to also use them. And whenever my brother is with me and he sees them packing the groceries in plastic bags, he would shout, "No, we don't use plastic." And he's only 7. On Friday, for Global Recycling Day, I'll be going to my alma mater to read to a class about single-use plastics. The book is entitled "The Adventures of Plastic Bottles." So I really enjoy creating awareness and spreading the word about single-use plastics to protect the environment.
Because we see they end up in drains, the sea.
Yes.
They're all over, except in the bins on days. So I see here at the primary school level, you were already involved in volunteering at the Nevis Historical Conservation Society. What did you do there?
Since I was really small, I would usually attend the annual coastal cleanup held by the Nevis Historical and Conservation Society every year. And after I got my group, Youth Can, we usually attend each year as well.
I have to ask, given your history, given your involvement in such important activities from a very young age, did you get the sense, as young as you were, that you were making a difference or that you could make a difference?
As I got older, yes, I did.
And do you want to inspire other young people? Is that part of your mission?
Young people, yes, definitely. Because I find that other people who are interested in, climate change and protecting the environment are older people and not teenagers like myself.
Yeah, so as I say, train up a child in the way it should go. So that's good that you're getting the young people involved from an early age so that they can protect the environment. So the next generation can have a viable one.
Yes.
The book that you just showed us, are you the author?
No.
Okay. Okay. Just making sure we are not forgetting to add author to your resume.
Oh, in time, I'm sure, Nkeisha. I understand that you are part of the organization Youth Can, or you were instrumental in its start. That's, what is it, YOUTHCAN, and the CAN is in caps, Youth Can. So what can you tell us about that?
So Youth Can, it started when I was in second form. We had a history project, and we did a music video in St. Kitts about Sir Thomas Warner. So we decided to just continue as a group, and we went and got it registered at the community development in Nevis. And Youth Can, it's not only geared towards activities in the environment. We volunteer at different events. We also attend the annual coastal cleanup held by the Nevis Historical and Conservation Society. We were hoping to do a video about New River, but then the pandemic hit, so that's on pause for now, but we're hoping to get it done soon.
And what's your membership like for Youth Can?
Pardon?
Your membership, how big is Youth Can in terms of its members?
Oh, I was the one who started that group.
You were the one who started it. Do you know how many members it has right now? How many supporters it has?
It's a small group. We only have about 10 members right now.
You have 10. Are you willing to accept more?
Yes, definitely.
Well, why don't you tell our viewers how they can get involved?
You just contact me and I'll get you the registration forms and you'll become a member of the group.
Oh, it's that easy.
We meet, yes. We usually meet at least once per month, right in Charlestown at the Cotton Ginnery, just to discuss like activities that are coming up and what would like to participate in.
So you said they can contact you, but where can they contact you? Can you give us your handles, maybe a number, Facebook, Instagram?
Yes, I can give you my number, Facebook, email address.
Okay, so can you say that for them, just in case we have
my number? Okay.
Whatever you're willing to give, so that they can know how to contact you if they want to contact you ASAP, like today. Yeah.
Yes, so my number is 661-8384. My Facebook name is Nkeisha Henry, and my email address is nkeisha.henry@gmail.com.
So youths, you heard it here. So contact Nkeisha today so you can be part of Youth Can, because yes, you can. You also launched a petition against the use of single-use plastics. How many signatures did you get, and why single-use plastics? There are so many other environmental causes that you could have chosen.
That's true. So far I've gotten over 2,500 signatures, not just from persons here in St. Kitts and Nevis, but outside of the Caribbean. And I chose that because I feel like banning single-use plastic is something that we should do here in St. Kitts and Nevis. When I went to Kenya in 2016, and they weren't using plastic, so I really loved that about there. I also went to Barbados last year, And they're also not using plastic. Like when you go to supermarkets, you have to take your own bags. And restaurants, they don't use styrofoams or plastic cups. They have biodegradable containers and cups, straws, etc. So I feel like St. Kitts and Nevis should join those other countries. And the petition ended up in Parliament, so that was good. But then, because of COVID, that's on pause too. But I'll keep pushing for St. Kitts and Nevis to become plastic free.
That is good.
I love your energy. I love the drive. I want to know, in terms of your academic career, because you've done quite a lot. You were valedictorian in graduating high school, and you still continue to do so much. Did you expect to be valedictorian? Was that a surprise as well? Because obviously your winning streak started way before you were receiving the awards that we mentioned in the previous segment.
Yes, so that was one of my goals since I started high school. So I was really working towards that. So it wasn't really a big surprise to me, but I was extremely happy when I got it.
You're such a motivating force, Nykeisha. I don't know what we're going to do with you. I can understand now why the organization is called Youth Can, because you've believed that from a very young age, and clearly you can implement a lot of change.
So I want to know, what advice would you give to other young persons on how they can get involved in the fight against climate change?
So to other young people, I would say, whenever you're going out or even to the supermarket, you could just at least take a shopping bag from home, or, a reusable bag instead of taking plastics. And if you do it for 21 days after that, it's hard to go back to using plastics. And tell a friend to tell a friend, just to create awareness and the importance of taking your bags, not using plastic, and how it would protect the environment.
And finally, Nykeisha, forgive me, the Nevis Eco website.
Yes.
What can you tell us about your plans for that?
So the main idea of the website is to create awareness about single-use plastics in St. Kitts and Nevis and in the Caribbean region as well. We were supposed to make some trendy reusable bags, which would be on the website too. But we've only gotten as far as creating a logo for the bags. So I'm hoping to have everything ready by this summer.
Well, you're working hard, and we're proud of you. Continue.
To be honest, I don't really have any knowledge about creating websites. And the person who I started off with, he has been off island for quite some time, but as soon as he gets back, we'll continue working on that project.